Hello, my name is Josiah Ford, and this is my presentation on the dominant properties of a diamond. Diamonds are one of the most luxurious crystals ever to be created. They are shiny, sparkly, and really look good on jewelry. Diamonds also cost a lot of money, costing around $3,000 per carat. But their outward appearance is not the only reason why this material is so expensive. Diamonds have some of the most dominant material properties over any other metal or crystal ever. They conduct heat better than any other material, period, and they are much harder than any other material, period, as well. Diamonds are also created in a very unique way, unlike most materials are created. Both diamond and graphite are made out of the element carbon, but their crystal structures are very different. So let's talk about graphite. Graphite is has an HCP crystal structure shown in the image above. So graphite has a lot of weak points. Each of those vertical lines going up is a weak point, causing graphite to be not as strong as diamond. And so diamond is created when 1755 Kelvin of temperature and 500 kilopascals of pressure is put on this graphite. And when that happens, those weak vertical lines will get crushed and will form the material we know as a diamond cubic. The difference between a diamond cubic and the HCP crystal structure for graphite is a diamond cubic is made out of primarily triangles. And triangles are proven to be the strongest shape to ever exist because there's no way for the triangle to bend, which is where engineering failure happens the most. Now, on top of having the most heat conductivity and being the hardest material, when diamond is doped with boron, as shown in the figure above, it has the ability to conduct electricity. Without the boron, each of the carbon atom's valence electrons will be paired with another carbon atom, causing there to be no electrons free. When there's no electrons free, electricity cannot pass through. But when a diamond is doped with boron, there is those extra electrons causing electricity to be able to go through the crystal structure. Diamonds can only reach the Earth's surface in one way. It's only if it rides up something called a magma flow. As shown in the image, a magma flow is magma from the mantle of the Earth rising up to the Earth's surface. Because we cannot mine as deep as the mantle is. We would burn to death and get killed by all the pressure. So the only way for us to acquire these boron doped diamonds is if they ride up these magma flows. Then we can mine them. So how can we use these dominant properties of boron doped diamonds? Well, a computer chip requires a material that is hard so that it doesn't snap, heat conductive so that it doesn't melt when it works hard or fast enough, and it needs to be able to conduct electricity so that these on and off switches will work. There is billions of on and off switches in these computer chips that only fit into a dime. So making these computer chips are not easy, and people mess up 60% of the time when they make these computer chips. Because diamonds are so rare, we cannot use them for these computer chips just because we don't have enough diamonds to produce enough computer chips for humanity to use. Or if we are able to, it would be way too expensive. But we found a way to create diamonds by putting the amount of pressure that the mantle does on graphite here in a laboratory. The Genesis company found it very hard to make these diamonds into a specific shape. So what they did is they made the diamond so small, they made it into this dust. And what they did, as shown in the figure, is they sprinkled this dust all over an already made silicon chip so that the silicon chip has the same heat conductive properties and electrical properties that a diamond would. And by doing this, we are able to use diamond as a computer chip. These diamond chips could be huge in the future. Our economy is constantly growing at a rate of around 3 to 5%. And we have just introduced something called AI. AI is using a lot of computer power. The new iPhone 16 put 8 gigabytes of RAM on the phone just because they needed it for AI. So as our economy is growing, these diamond computer chips can be huge for our economy. These are the references for all of my images, including my OER reference. Thanks for listening.